Watch out! Kremnoan. This is their doing?
Aggie, now's not the time to dwell on that. Let's help the injured people first.
Excuse me, coming through. Oh, you two are here as well. That's a relief.
Even the Twilight Courtyard isn't...
I've examined them, and
Multiple individuals.
he disappeared.
Let these people rest.
Have you thought of something?
Yes.
What's going on?
This is really bad. I heard it's the Kremnoan.
So hot. What's going on?
This is really bad. I heard it's the Kremnoan.
So hot. What's going on?
This is really bad. I heard it's the Kremnoan.
This many people?
Who in the world? Did this?
Snowy!
The culprit is... Oh,
Dee! What did you do to everybody?
As I expected. On the surface, these two are the mightiest warriors in the Holy City. Speak up, mighty.
Am I seeing?
nothing. I was just imitating your usual response. I don't feel anything...
The ritual has...
I didn't forget.
Then, you're welcome.
In Twilight's last dreaming of her fruit, yet little do they know.
What are you playing?
I just felt like reciting a few lines of...
Kremnoan steer.
These lines express...
I know how to interpret. Don't compare your
So, are you
Still thinking about...
Never mind. An idea does strike...
Go ahead.
Maybe we... This time, we'll... What? Are you chickening out?
The phrase chickening looks like I'll have to teach you some royal...
And thus, with unparalleled resilience, we can't see what's happening. Do you recall the long before, for tens of... It fixated on... It set its sight. It was stuck. It had nowhere on the land of Amphorius. Some lives meet their end at last. The most...
My lords, would you like...
What?
Get lost.
Are you asking me?
Do.
Oh, please.
What a spectacle of fun.
This is what you get for daring.
What I'm saying.
We will personally escort...
You are wearing...
Don't look at me like...
Very well. Mouse. The flame chase journey is destined to be a lengthy one, replete with obstacles.
But oh, we just had quite the
I was looking forward to.
How about we go to the big...
Let me check.
So,
But Lady Treat.
We will have to...
please understand.
Oh,
Are you curious?
I am.
Don't get all nervous. Then, because of... And in return, the price we have...
Each opening of the set.
We don't know what awaits us.
In that case,
Well, there's no way...
maybe we will do everything we.
So your first reaction. I look forward to your good.
Lady Treat.
Something's... Oh, wait, no, it's Trinin.
I win this round of escorting the bathers,
How does one continue?
offering a compliment.
It means hyena.
Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you talk.
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine, but when it...
You can write?
You speak as if you don't have...
That was in.
Worry about yourself.
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Ides Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared. The only times I get to see it are in my dreams.
And in...
And in the trial from the Lance of Fury.
I knew it.
Yes. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky. Just killed Cyrene. But I saw its form this time. A black cloak, an eerie mask, and a broken giant sword that carried an ominous aura. I fought it in the trial. But even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all...
You were blinded by hatred.
That's right. And that's why I am truly...
You finally picked up some manners. Better late than never.
Then what about you, Mighty? What did you...
There is no word for...
I'm...
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial. As well as... Hephaestion. We faced life and death. The wind and the water. Perdiccas. Ptolemy was a real...
This is the first time I've heard...
They died on the battlefield. Perdiccas.
Mightymouse.
Leonius.
Idonia.
Yes. They cornered us.
This is perfect.
20 dusks later, Ptolemy and his cavalry. Then, our enemies.
Mightymouse.
And at last, he hid his condition from
A Kremnoan.
Hephaestion.
No need. Farewell. My dear friend.
What a grave trial, and now I understand why you see immortality as a defect. Or even a curse.
My father threw me into the sea. Following his demise, against the dissent of many, Crateros, the instant of
If you take over... So, you
I don't know, but I have never been...
Your predicament is... I don't know how I can... And that teacher of yours, Crateros?
D, we've got a big problem. Big problem!
Lady Tribby, what's making you so flustered?
Hurry up and go save... She got abducted by Crateros!
Crateros! What's going on?
Mighty-mos. It seems I was the one who exposed my vulnerabilities first.
Aglaya, I demand...
This man abducted Drew. He then brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury. And
She telling the truth?
Because I don't want to wait anymore. Your hesitation made me desperate. If you want to run away from your...
Age has blind. Can't you see that I'm...
Krateros, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the trial? To blaspheme against the prophets? Does the mission we Chrysos...
Do you know how the Kremnoan... You're a hypocrite!
Silence!
Are you defending this woman, Mighty? Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnoans in that new world?
Are you done by agreement, Krateros? Your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you.
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal. Lord Cratero, please, Aglaya.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry. We wish to earn your...
How are you going to show me something that has no form?
You've heard about that out. We will ask for...
A fair proposal.
Until then...
Teacher,
Forgive me. Ever since your father...
this obsession for return...
You have a clear head. If you're truly capable, just as you did.
I'll fulfill you.
As if you haven't! Listen closely. I'm here to finish...
It is
Defy. As for you, Haikus! And now... No. All I want...
but the wolves. Now, the son of God.
Krateros. He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonus might have some suggestions. Grand Craftsman,
King of Krem,
you knew I was coming?
your matters, but before that,
What's this?
a signet ring.
What?
A long time.
I can hardly...
Gratitude questions you bring,
Fate I've always... All right. I should...
yet hesitate.
Because of my... Be they men, children of strife with them.
This is
The Kremnoans have been... I accept that.
a different kind.
Mama!
Oh,
I had a dream that
well, that sounds like.
Yeah! The ocean wind.
What's wrong, Trebios?
Because on the mountain, look, then there was a...
A dark wave.
Mama, does something that scary exist in real life?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphorius, but it's very far away from our temple. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them all into monsters.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into a...
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper holy maiden. The Divine Yanis will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden. But Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow up titans too. What do we do if even Yanis is eaten?
If that happens, then the Holy Maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the God of Passages, yeah?
Yeah.
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
Mama? Am I dreaming?
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too.
Permisi, halo. Kenapa tuh?
Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl. I'm sure they remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away.
Anjir, mic gua mati dari tadi, Cok.
Remember, who am I looking?
Your friends, who will chase the black tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this from my childhood? Use the spindle to connect everyone.
There will be an amazing...
Wow, that's a...
Of course you can. I think that there's a noble girl there.
Just like Mama?
Perhaps.
I know! I named this doll. I don't remember it all. Huh? It's holding...
Many years later.
Ooh, I can learn how to fight too and protect everybody!
Seru aku kemarin beresin story nih. Serius.
Silly girl. You're Yanisopoulos' holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight.
Alright. Then where will...
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish. While an...
In that case, let Trianne fight this way. They'll always stay on course. How could I have known the name Trianne back then? Was it just a coincidence? Learning can...
When navigating at sea, you...
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize
Serius,
the
cuma
miracle
banyak
of
sini.
Aquila.
Hah?
Alright.
Jir, yang
My
bener.
brain is already super duper smart. I'll still try my very best.
Bukan banyak sih, ada. Oh,
Circe
oke lah.
also favors children who try their best. They will send a wise scholar as everyone's teacher to help you reach
Jir,
your
nggak
dreams.
sabar coy. Pengen gacha ke stories.
I want to be a teacher too. Oh,
Momen-momen sedih.
super duper smart. So
Iya, ada
I
lah.
want to be the teacher's teacher.
Pasti ada.
Why not? But if you're going to be a teacher, you might need
Ke
to tone down
stories
that hyper energy
pet
of yours.
3.2 kan ya?
Then
Jir, masih lama.
Trinan can do it. She's well behaved and would make a great teacher. Mama and the others always said that I had a great memory.
Iya, 3.2. Oh, oke.
But now, I can't even tell if this...
Come, let's line them up.
Timnya butuh siapa aja dah ke stories ini. Pasti butuh ini ya, Sunday ya. Mana belum bunyi. Ya, cargo aja masih dikit ini. Kagak butuh Sunday, serius. Kalau nggak butuh Sunday, gua gacha sama ininya, MLC-nya. Butuh apa aja tuh? Cuma butuh kalau menurut gua. Oke, siap. Segini cukup nggak ya? Nih, baru nabung segini. 12.000, ini 56. Red off apa red on dah? Lupa gua. Kayaknya red off. Kayaknya red off dah. Soalnya LC nggak ada yang cocok kecuali LC gambar VMB4. Oh, oke. Ntar. Red on deng. Cukup lah, masih banyak. Oke, siap. Yang red on. PT 10 ya. Habis dapat ini, dapat double. Buset, PT 1. PT 10 cuy.
Now, Trebios, set them on this music box.
Music box?
Sweetheart, are you still... Oh, my lovely Trebi. Well, you might as well...
What the doll?
Satu dapat lipat. Oh iya itu sih. Double itu. Iseng-iseng. Soalnya kan ini gua nggak pengen gacha harta. Kata teman gua suruh gacha. Ya udah dah, gua gacha. Cuma berapa tuh? Habis 40-an full kayaknya. Dapet. Double anjir.
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune, and it will help jog your happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. They declared the world too unstirring. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave. Thus creation was complete. O great Kephale, all-knowing fog, with light of dawn heavy upon their converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
What's going on?
Kenapa ini? Tiba-tiba horor.
In the black mist, as death and fate draw close, on the bloodied earth, the living dead. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without... What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? What is the start? A voyage born in solitude. What is it? Lonely and subdued. And subdued. And subdued. Subdued, 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 subdued.
Trinan! Mama, what's going on?
Hurry, run! Trinos, run!
Terus tuh paling gua kira-kira timnya healer. Yasin. Oh, Yasin healer. F2P Gallagher 1 support. Nggak lagi support universe bener gua. Ini perkiraan kasarnya. Oke lah. Kan belum keluar juga ya. Ngira-ngira nggak apa-apa lah. Anjir. Kenapa jadi horor gini cuy? Kayak ini bisa nggak luocha? Healer gua bintang 5 limited cuma punya luocha anjir.
You won't make it to the end. Only one person can.
I know. It's fine if we can't reach the end.
Kayaknya gua ini dah. Castoris, luocha, terus supportnya siapa ya yang bagus? Gua ada ini sih Ruan Mei I1. Luocha bagus kok, butuh healer kuat kos. Oh, pas lah. support sub DBS ya ini kan ya. MC ini. Remembrance.
All shall bid farewell to one.
Atau ini bisa ngeca ini.
And that person
Si ini si rambut merah ini.
the miracle.
3B.
Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog, for I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trivius.
Bodo amat dah. Yang penting gua ini all in di stories anjir. Dapetin LC, lanjut Idolon dah. Syukur-syukur E2.
Still in a dream?
Did you have
Terus tuh kan ultinya kayak stuck itu kalau ngurang darah satu tim. Gitu.
But it's
Atau
been a
overheal
long time since
bakalan
we
nambah.
had any dreams.
Tapi bentuk stucknya persentase ke MC.
yet the entry
RMC.
hour? You still have plenty of time to
Gitu.
rest.
Gua belum lihat ini sih. Belum lihat leak-nya.
No.
Belum jelas pasti bagus mereka stories. Iya lagi ya.
You must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan. And you as well.
Pasti ini support yang baru ini. Apalagi dia ini sub DBS kan, hitungannya ya bisa nyerang-nyerang gitu.
Aggie.
Bagus lagi anjir
With the
ini.
scary talk.
Nah, gua takut ngaca ini ntar nggak dapet
I'm just kidding.
sepaket
If I were
sama
serious,
LC.
I wouldn't have waited until now.
Bentar. 5K bentar. Ada tamu
Wanna
cuy.
talk about the dream?
Bentar ya.
Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body. There isn't much time left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child.
You have a point, Aggie, but our decision has already been made on that matter.
I believe there's still another way.
Souls will be spent until they dissolve
Berapa tuh?
into dust.
Lebih jelas pasti bagus sama ke stories. Ya, gua pengen ambil tapi gak datang. Sama aja.
Connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying at the same pace. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we are offered another possibility. We can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame chase journey.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away before me is even more sorrowful.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We have already agreed on this, right?
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like.
So, what would you like for breakfast, Aggie?
What? Where did that come from?
After all this talking, we are feeling a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour now. Do you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were...
While my emotions might be fading, those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine. Leave it to us. Then, see you tomorrow, Aggie. Nevertheless, that nightmare is just as expected. Another trip must be made into the abyss of fate. Hopefully you're in it.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Oh, it's you.
No way. Do you really still remember that?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here?
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a...
That's not true. Could you please teach me everything you know about the black-robed sword?
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon. By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
Oh. I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched Aedes Elysiae to the ground. And killed everyone.
Don't try to be a hero. No one in Akuma stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Amphorius?
It's...
Nonetheless, it's an...
We?
His mere presence will endanger the Holy City and the Flame Chase.
You know that I don't believe in...
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy, I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of Aglaya or Tribi. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all.
Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking enlightenment, I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering what monster in the black cloak. So don't be scared. There are no bad guys here. Trian threw it away. Far, far away. It's never coming back. We got back safe from the grove because... Sorry. Trian feels for the same thing, of course. Remember? First, we need to restore the memories since Yanis caused the fragmentation. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the... Oh, yes! Trian remember... Oh, on that note, saffron? Huh, it's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that has experienced those days. And when we first met Aggie... I see! It's like killing 3 birds with one... But It all depends on whether Oryx is willing. This... after all, it was... We will have to give it a try. Leave it to Trian. In any case, let's look... I remember that aged saffron is preserved and sealed. Let's be on the lookout as we go.
It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
What? Aggie? No. It's an old... Wow. This room is huge. Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. What are you two whispering about? Treeby? Trinan? Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite... Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there. Over here. Follow Trian. Trian, slow down.
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not.
Right here! I saw... Wait. Wait, is it? Is it? But Oryx... Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
Separation and death, reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Are these visions all... Treeby! Trinan! Come... but what? Huh? I swear! Trian is telling the truth! It was right there! Where did it go? Trinan! Treeby! We were just what you saw. Okay. Could Oryx be trying to... Something feel... What do you mean? It might just... Is Oryx real? Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Oryx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away. Whoa, Treeby, Trinan, look at this! So cool! It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this? Oh. What's going on? Oryx disappeared.
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide, but is also hunting for core flames everywhere?
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can enter. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Cersei's inside me.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me. The second target is Orynyx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akama and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed. But I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored.
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila... Can you fly?
No, I can't. Why are you asking that?
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses and...
Orynyx! Are you in here?
No response at all.
Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog, or...
Trebi, we should leave. This temple has other people in it.
What?
Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us.
Trebi, Trainin, come check this out.
What's this?
Trian feels like it's so familiar.
little gray, snowy, and... Wait, where's Trianne? Is she back?
We only saw the two of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trianne.
What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Then Lady Trianne...
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
That you're both safe is all. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into two groups. One group will stay in the abyss, and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements. Then, search for Trian's whereabouts. The other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the core flame. I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide, so we've made preparations. I'll tell you the details as we move.
Lord Finan!
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya of Finan. I
have indeed planned to return.
Renan will stay in the Abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Treeby, let's go. We're back, Aglaya.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snow.
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two Titans human... Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
This being is not just hunting Titans, but taking the core flames too?
Yes. Just like...
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core flame?
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side. He is the key.
Ma'am, do you...
I see. Is it Castro?
Yes, that will be the... Then, we'll...
Impressive. It's very clever. Can you do it?
Yeah.
By the way...
What are they...
That short sight... But that's a problem, Finan. It is...
Of course.
I apologize. The situation brooks no delay. We are grateful to you. May carefully sharpen our...
You mean mighty? Don't worry.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must...
You and I.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going...
Is that why you're here?
No, just the op. You can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't...
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain?
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller.
Let's have a chat before we go. Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, but Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, he spied a battalion of Ladonians. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer—
Let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Diocles both angry, but he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes—
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make it—
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Diocles did. He took the mountain dwellers' store of gemstones and traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to— That great fire marked—
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain—
They were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed. But that is Diocles for you. It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes. And then forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akuma soon to fight the great darkness of this world. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, and I stand up, remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra. That's my weak spot.
You have my word.
Go now. The battlefield calls. Send that flame thieving out. But if you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade and loudly call out the name of the new god.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Let's hurry. The battle... No way. A Kremnoan? I didn't think she'd
And Ackerman,
What?
our king.
Rest in peace. Did they come to fight on their own accord? Or...
I can still. You must become king.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Harmony and unison. I won't break.
Watch your head!
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours.
Never seen perfection. Expand your thinking.
Time to twirl. Right. Stars echo. Time to twirl.
I don't have time. Open sesame. Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
We're almost there.
I can't see.
Once we take back the rest,
But remember what Mighty said before? Cast... Let's go, partner.
You sure know how to keep a man waiting. Any later, and I fear the Titan would have sacrificed me.
The dice have been cast. Bust.
Frail child of humanity, 'tis more effort keeping you hale and whole against that blade than it is in seeking the truth of the world.
Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Time to twirl! Never seen perfection. Expand your thinking. Watch it grow. I hope for an end to struggle. I won't break.
Oh. Hedge your bets.
What are you looking at? I don't have time for games. Open sesame. Time to twirl! Tonight. Stars echo. No more time. Time to twirl. Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours. Curiosity, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Get ready, Croc. Can't hold out much longer.
At long last.
Century Gate, open!
How embarrassing.
You didn't come down from the sky?
This city is mine anyway. So why shouldn't I go through the front door? Minion of the Black Tide. I, King of the Kremnoan Legion, lead your opponent today.
Long time no see, Nikador.
Resonate all together.
Sure, I'll play along. The dice have bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Do you know who has this big diamond? It's all yours. Time to twirl. Open sesame. Curiosity, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Time to twirl. Expand your thinking. Watch it grow. Time to twirl.
Oh.
Such petty tricks.
Hedge your bets.
Vanity leads to self-destruction. I am something that damage to examine.
Well fought. That was a good opener to the ceremony.
It's on me.
We honor the fallen gods with this fight to the death.
No more time. Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours. Curiosity, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
It's time to end this.
Heroic souls of strife, Heed my call! I am the Lance of Fury. The agony this world needs! Witness this. New God has come to Castrum Kronos.
Look! The warriors have returned!
But are the rumors true?
It's as the Council of Elders said. We face a dangerous threat. Yet the Chrysos heirs...
They really gave the court...
What a noisy crowd.
This...
It's probably because Orynyx is gone. Orynyx was a generous...
what they... Regardless, the Titan has fallen. And we must surrender Orynyx's...
Immediate...
Professor Anaxa... matters that require a... Just... try to...
That's not up to me, I'm afraid. Don't worry, I don't want...
They have... Alright, I suppose that...
I'm sure you don't need my...
It somehow feels like D has closed himself...
Yeah. You've been lost...
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. He was no better...
What a
Yes. It's Krateros.
Stop! If you want this girl dead, you'll have to kill me.
How ludicrous. Your body made of flesh and blood as it is will not survive more than a single strike from me.
Better to die in battle than return even in glory. As a Kremnoan,
She's lost her divinity. I have no wing, but answer me this, child of strife. Why do you raise your shield for her?
As the leader of the God Shield Brigade's elite, I protected the king against the Black Tide with this very pathetic killer like you.
And crumble.
Good! Supreme glory shall be mine, as I indulge in the libations and incense offered. Come! Let us fight! For Amphorius!
We foresaw this cruel parting 1,000 years ago.
But Lady Aglaya, I don't understand. It wasn't like... Why does she look like she really turned into...
Don't be sad, Hyacinth. Trianne has used up her borrowed time from Yanis. That her spirit is now...
If a world like that, does that mean everyone from the Grove is...
It exists, Hyacinth. Do you not remember? The prophet loves all of its creations dearly, and would... What about the Kremnoan veteran?
The Twilight Courtyard? I had to use the Sky Priest's techniques to help him...
The parting hour is upon us. Yet the golden thread runs slack. The heroes have returned with their spoils. Everyone, please take... You've returned unscathed, and brought tidings of triumph. Truly a moment worthy of celebration.
Ta-da! How's this? Resonate all together. What are you looking? I won't break.
Watch your head.
Feeling bold? Expanded thinking. Glimpsing enough. Honored to meet me. Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Open sesame. Watch a crumble.